Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the Forex market. So euro currency has completed the target that we talked about yesterday, so 1065. So it's actually intraday extension. So we talked about butterfly on the 4-time frame chart and XOP on the 1-hour chart. So currently in general we probably have to turn to the daily chart and daily weekly background, just because the targets on the intraday charts mostly is housing. So we need to increase scale to see where the market could go this time. Based on the performance that we see, it looks really confident because euro currency shows very small retracements, even sometimes less than the 30%, which is usually specific for the market, typical for the market that is actually aimed on some high standing target, and it's probably some consensus in the sentiment exists, and the market keep going higher with the minor pullbacks. Indeed, if we'll take a look at the overall environment that we see, so the European Central Bank and some authorities in Europe are full of confidence and commitment to keep rising rates in Europe, and even in May it's not small probability that change will be for the half of the percent. So that strongly contradicts the situation in the United States, where mostly market society expect maybe 25 points as maximum in May, and that's all. So probably everybody starts speaking about probably this will be last increase in rate. Additionally, if we take a look at the other statistics, whereas initial claims has raised this week, liquidity of the United States Treasury is dropping really very big pace. So in Telegram we have mentioned that it stands slightly above 100 billions. Recent data it shows that it's also dropped below the 100, so now it's approximately 186 billions on the account of the Fed, so it's very small. And currently with the debt sale still unresolved, Fed will have to decide somehow the problem where they will get the money. This is also the big negative trading balance, trading deficit, budget deficit. So supposedly in summer they need to attract somewhere around $1 trillion. So by issue of the new bonds or whatever. So this is really the moment that starts to disturbing the investors, and it also plays against the dollar in the short term. So on a daily chart, if we'll take a look what we have, we're mostly watching for the same 1170 area, which is 127 extension of this recent swing, and also because this is daily overbought. I'm not sure that market will keep going right today. It's just because it's Friday and overall performance of the week was not bad, and short-term traders could start booking result before the weekend, because now it is a bit unsafe to keep the position through the weekend, because in the weekend lots of different political events could happen. So first moment, actually today, as you know, we also have the massive release of the earnings by the banks on Wells Fargo, for example, Citi, if I not miss something. So it's currently also watching by the investors, just because it could clarify in what degree the bank increases in recent rate on of the clients has made the negative impact on the banking system. So it might be important and could bring some volatility on the Forex market as well. On the 4-time frame chart, we also have this extension, so A, B, C, D on upper direction. And take a look, OP stands very close to the daily target. So from daily it's 1170, here is approximately 1127, so 1130. It's also very close. That's the nearest probably destination that maybe today we will see this market will touch it. On the hourly chart, All intraday targets here have been completed based on initial hand shoulders that we talked about. This last one was touched right there on the XOP. So here we could just keep an eye on a possible pullback if it will happen today. Supposedly the 1016, 110 area, the confidence supports might be suitable to consider as possible long position taken. Besides, if you'll take a look at this rally on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see that it's relatively, well, not bad, and probably could be used for Judd Napoli patterns, such as the bread and butter, for example. It just looks small on the background of the overall tendency, but if you will calculate the bars inside of it, well, it's a sufficient number of bars to get some minor on the hourly chart, for example. Momentum trade setup, such as a bread and butter, for example. If market will show the 110 pullback here, 30% retracement, it might be the bread and butter that will make possible taking position with a possible target on the daily chart. So 1150. Finally, as I will show you in the weekly report, actually currently everything stands good for the euro. It could keep going higher for more, 100 pips that we talked about, but around 112 area, 112.50, it will be a really big challenge, is because there we have the overbought, and there stands strong weekly confidence resistance. So how market will behave around it, whether it's strong enough to break it, well, we will see. But in midterm, upside potential is limited with this level. I think that's 1250 or maybe a 113. It's somewhere to watch for as a possible sale in the nearest few weeks maybe.